Hello YouTube, ZeroMagnumX here. These videos are going to be a little bit longer. Just a quick note. I know normally I'm a Vanguard channel, but I'm starting to play this game, Force of Will. I got my product from thegamecapital.com, so go ahead and check them out. And we'll be cracking not one, but two booster boxes. These are 36 pack booster boxes, so sit tight and enjoy the ride of us opening. So we have the Crimson Moon Fairy Tale. And we have, oh, where did they put it? Oh, there we go. The Castle of Heaven, the Two Towers. So this is going to be the Crimson Moon Fairy Tale box opening in this video. And then in the next video, stay tuned, and we'll be opening the Two Towers. So we're going to peel that off. Going to pop this open. If you haven't checked out the rules for this game or anything like that, please do. I think the game is going to last. I mean, I was really disappointed when Kaijudo died. And this game is a game I definitely want to play. It's resource-based. I love Vanguard, but I miss being able to play resource-based games. Thing to note, these packs are incredibly hard to open. So I will likely be trimming them open. Okay, there we go. Guy gave me advice that if we cut from the bottom, it'll be easier. There we go. Alright, we got Gretel, which is a pretty good one to start off with. Heavenly Feathered Robe. Eventually I'm going to just go over the foils, but I'm going to do what I always do and do the first three packs with the commons and uncommons since it's a new game. Then we have Hunter in the Black Forest, Light of Hope, the Snowman, literally called Murderous Snowman, Rawr. Servant of Vampire, Dream of Juliet, Night of the New Moon, we have a Magic Stone of Darkness, and our rare is, let me read, Alvaraz the Demon Castle. So, yes, it is a rare. The rares in this game are foil. So, I'll start sliding some stuff off to the side here. Commons here, rare there. I haven't gotten quite good enough with scissors for this to be a speedy opening, so please bear with me. Oh, come on. There we go. We got Robe of the Fire Rat, Romeo the Despair, Black Coffin of Vampires, Sage Warfare, The 5 Challenges, Poison Apple, Closed Taylor, cannot read, and we got a super rare Athos the 3 Musketeers, pretty awesome. I'll let you read his effect if you know what the game is and you know something about their abilities, so you can pause there. We got Magic Stone of Flame, and our rare is the Pale Moon. Not the Pale Moon Circus, folks, but so got a Shiny Shine, got Pale Moon. As Jeff would call them, Shiny Shines. So pack number 3. Also, I just want to bring this up, where I doubt I am this lucky. There are things called God Packs in this game, where you can get a whole pack of super rares, a whole pack of foil magic stones, things like that. So if we get really lucky, I will let you know. Sorry, I was just taking out the stone, so I can just kind of go through these easier. We have Heavenly Feathered Robe again. Laura the Blood Speaker. She's a vampire. Vampires are pretty good in this game. We have a Crufix, so it's pretty good. It deals with vampires. That wasn't obvious. Resonator with this gains minus 1000, minus 1000 if it's a vampire, so it means creature. Okay, otherwise it cannot be attacked or targeted by spells or abilities your opponent controls, so it gives hexproof, which is pretty cool. Then we have Red Hot Shoes. These are funny. Whenever the Resonator becomes rested, which if you play Vanguard you know what that means, they take 500. So I used this in draft. It was okay. We have Vampire Bat, which is actually one of the best cards in the game for it being common. It's the only card that has lifelink in the game. So it's the only card that can gain you back life. Holy Grail. We have Porthos of the Three Musketeers. So that's pretty neat. Oh wow, another Athos. Seems good. So that makes me happy. There we go. Very nice. So we got a shiny shine. And then we have Spiral of Despair for our rare card. Okay, now we're just going to start getting into the rare kind of portion. Oh, come on. Alright. I do not like these packaging. They need to fix that. I like easy to open packaging. And Force of Will is not a game that has that. Okay, so that's cool. We have the blue-red stone. These come as rares. You get about 6 or 7 per box. And then we have Commander of Wolves, which mono red wolves is a thing. It's pretty powerful. Because whenever this enters, it hits another target resonator, so another creature, for 400 for each werewolf you control. And then dual stones are super important. So those make me happy. So I apologize that this opening is going to be a little bit slower than what you're used to having me do, but these packs are so awful to open, personally. There we go. So we'll go and check out for the super rare. Okay, so we got a black-white stone, which is pretty good. And then Fairy Tale for our rares. So Fairy Tale is pretty good. If you have Grim, it lets you put a Fairy Tale from your deck onto the battlefield. If not, you can just search for one. And this is the black-white stone. So I think I already know somebody who's going to want that. As in every card game I know, he always uses black and white. So likely he will be able to help out. I'll be able to help him if he doesn't get his playset first. Alrighty. So another blue-red stone, which makes my playset, so that's very good. I need it. 4 of these I own 2. And then Tinkerbell. Nice. Tinkerbell can be pretty good in aggressive decks. So she gets plus 200, plus 200. Whoa, come on. Focus. Sorry. Hold on. Okay, it gets 200, 200 for each Fairy Tale you control. So, and Fairy Tale are a certain creature type, they're a theme in this game. So, I figured that can go into white-green aggressive decks a little bit. I'm not the only one who thinks that. I had some advice for people telling me that, and I said that makes sense, because she's big. So, and I'm not sure, I have to check a rolling, but if you have Little Red, the true Fairy Tale, is your J Resonator, I wonder if she gets double the attack. Because Little Red lets you double the attack of like any gains. I'm not sure if it counts as a gain or not in this game though. Alrighty. Looked like a stone for a second. Oh cool, okay. So we got a J-Roller, which is pretty cool. We have Puss in Boots. So definitely a Musketeer themed box. The Butler would be so happy. And then that's the J-Roller. So that's pretty cool actually. So that's one that shiny shines. It shines also bright because there's only like 4 per box. So that's our first of 4 rollers. And then Light Palace of the King's Castle is our rare. Like I said, thank you for watching. Thank you for sticking with me. I understand completely if you need to go like pause the video and get a snack, get a drink or whatever. Especially already being 10 minutes into it and not even a third of the way through the box. Because as I've said many times over, these packs are atrocious to open. It's probably why a bunch of videos haven't been put out. Okay, so we have our second. Oh, nice Thunder. Yes, that was one of the best rares in the set. And it came with Little Red Riding Hood, who turns into Little Red the Wolf Girl. This is not the true Red the Fairy Tale. This is different. It goes into most mono red strategies with werewolves. So this feels like a werewolf Musketeer kind of box already. So that's neat. With some Fairy Tale splashed in. But I think that's going to be every box's story. So yes, Thunder is amazing. And then I got Little Red. So that's pretty cool. So that's J-Roller number 2. Pretty cool if I do say so myself. Can we go for the God Pack? Can we be impressive on camera? I can only hope. I mean, why not wish for big since we're already doing pretty well? Our rare is actually Law of Silence, which is one of the best rares in the set. And we actually got an Absolute Cake Zone and a Windstone, so this is a very windy pack, but it's good. Wind in this game, unlike some of the other card games, actually has counterspells. So, it's going to be interesting to say the least. But yes, Absolute Cake Zone, one of the better commons. And that was nice. Back-to-back really awesome rares. So I'm really happy about that. Oh, this be a God Pack. It feels a little thicker. I don't know. Maybe not, but we'll see. Probably not, but if it is, I'll be happy. Not a God Pack, okay. I did not think so. Checking out looked foil. And up just a regular pack, and we do have Bloody Moon, which is very good actually for mono red, and it kills stones if you sacrifice it, which is pretty mean. Or it does say special magic stone, which most decks are just going to use special magic stones because you're not really going to be monocolored. You'll typically want all your dual color stones that make your deck work, so that's a good card. And the fact that it's free is frightening, to say the least. Yes, I needed that right on top. Return to Stories. That makes me happy. It's an excellent sideboard card. You just remove target Nightmare Fairy Tale from the game. Given that I'm going to be making Grimm and Bahamut, this card's very good. I don't know. I can't really use it in Bahamut, but I can definitely use it in Grimm in the mirror match in my sideboard. So that's where that will go. Okay, very nice. This card must like me because I pulled him in my draft. Another super rare. He is Lope Gauro, the New Moon. So very good. This guy has haste. It's a 7/7 for 3 mana. And then it deals 100 damage to your opponent if you control a moon. This card deals 200 damage whenever it attacks. Or when a werewolf. So if you have a moon out, it's just they take 900 if this thing hits them. That's really good. And we have Fina the Silver Player for our rare. So very nice. Very nice. I cannot complain. And this one's going to fight us. Okay. There we go. I got it though. We're good. Alright, we have that thing. I wanted to show you the Emperor with new clothes. The reason it is because it's a play on the Emperor without clothes or whatever, or the Emperor's new clothes. It kills additions, which is important. Additions are global enchantments like those moons that sit on the field. So whenever it enters, it just blows up all additions that are equipped, actually I should say, to resonators. So it like blows up, you know, basically their extra clothes, which is different. Okay, so we got another super rare. It is Rapunzel, the long-haired princess. I know she's sought after. She's pretty decent. So as long as it's rest, target resonator gets 200 and 0 and flying. So you can just give something flying always, which is pretty nifty. And then we got Alvarez Damon Castle again. Okay, so and we got a blue stone that time, which is pretty cool. Alright, we are 16 minutes in and almost halfway there. But yes, that Emperor might be a very good sideboard card. So, especially with cards that have a lot of additions. Oh yes, there we go. There's the big guy I'm after. Gusty Rise, the Golden Dragon. I think that's how you say that. If I'm butchering it, I am so sorry. I'm not French or Italian or whatever he is. But yes, he is amazing. I've been wanting this guy for a while, so very nice. And, oh, okay, I need him too. That is the best pack for me, personally, in the entire box. Really ecstatic about that. That is the Pied Piper and the super rare I was looking for. I couldn't be happier with that. So, that's the best pack of the video for me. Nice. Alright. Thank you, box. Only thing I can beat that is a God pack. That's literally the only thing that would be on the same level, I think. For me, personally. I mean, and people go, well, what if you pull Grim? I already have Grim. I'd trade it for one. My Aqua Force deck went towards some Force of Will cards that included Grim in it. So, I already have Grim. I need the stuff to build the deck. Oh, very nice. I needed the red-white stone quite a bit, so that's very nice. I think I only have one. So, that makes me happy. And then we have Telefairy Tale. Okay, that's right. That replaces your regular magic stone in the pack. So, I have plenty of these now, though, because that was part of the trade. I got a play set. This video will definitely not be under 20 minutes. I'll try to make the next video quicker. Okay, so here are the rares. We have Magic Stone of Black Silence and another one of the Commander of Wolves. So the black-green, or the, yeah, black-green stone, which is pretty cool. Like I said, I'm going to try and speed this up. Getting better at cutting appropriately on these packs and getting them open. So, hopefully on the next box opening you folks watch, I'll be a lot faster. Okay, very nice. We have the green-blue Magic Stone. Okay, I'm alright with that. And Cottage of Cakes. And just Rat Catcher's Pipe. Okay, so very cool. I like getting foils in a row. That makes me happy. I mean, normally I like them spread out, but that was cool to get those in a row. The foil counts are pretty high in these, that just not for rares. I'm talking like special magic stones and super rares. I think you get like 10 super rares in a box or something absurd. Okay, then we have Jeanne d'Arc, Flame of Hatred. So this is our roller, Nameless Arrow into Jeanne d'Arc, which is pretty awesome. So that's our third roller of the pack, and then we just have another Alvarez the Demon Castle. I mean, it seems like pulls are very nice in these boxes. Everything that everyone wants to build, they seem easy to pull. And that's one of the things that appeals me to this game, especially doing an opening, is to show folks how easy it is just to buy a box. Check out thegamecapital.com. And be able to get what you want. It seems really easy. Okay, and then our last roller is Christie the Wind Tracker, which goes into a lot of sideboards actually, because it just nukes vampires. And we do have the Pied Piper, so that's pretty good. So I'm happy about that. That's 2 out of a box. So yeah, we pulled our 4 rollers. So it might be a little bit bland from here on out, in which case I apologize if it is. If you're sticking with me so far and listening to my rambling and watching this box opening, thank you for being such a loyal fan. I appreciate it very much. I know long videos are really looked down upon, so my sincere thanks to everybody. But I'm willing to sit here and open this box for you, so you have something to watch. They always seem like they're shorter, but they're not. These cards seem a little more flimsy. Okay, our spell is Spiral of Despair. That's our rare. These will probably go a little bit faster because we're not going to pull as many foils. We're just going to pull rares, which is fine. In case anyone wants to know why I got into this game, I mean, first off, of course, the team members all had an interest. The last I had to convince was Kit Mitz, and after a short while, that didn't take too long. Tell fairy tales are rare, but I like it because it reminds me of some Kaijito mechanics. It reminds me of Magic, but better, because you have a separate mana deck. And the one thing I absolutely despise in a card game is not being able to play my cards. It is the most oppressive feeling ever whenever you sit there and say, I can't play my cards because my deck stopped me from doing so. I'm not talking about if your opponent stops you playing cards for a turn or whatever. That's fine. That's their strategy. They built up that strategy, and I don't mind if... I hate to say this because I'll probably eat my own words later on, but I don't mind losing to it that way, because that is a strategy that they have been offered and they took it. But in a game like Magic, just not being able to play what you want to play matters. Like Law of Silence here actually just automatically burns out my point. If it'll focus. Please focus. Okay, let's take away. Okay, I'll read the card to you since it doesn't want to focus. It says target player cannot play normal spells and normal summon spells. What that means is that they cannot play creatures onto the battlefield that aren't already out, and they cannot play spells to like cheat things into play or like counter or anything like that. So I don't mind, like, if this card says your draw step, you don't get to play anything for your turn. Because that's a card effect, and they only have 4 of these in their deck. Okay, but being locked out of the entire game because you don't have mana is not something I fly with easily. It's why Magic was always low on my radar. It's why I never played it on my channel more than I did. Vanguard's easier to record, though, in case anyone's like, well, then why are you picking Vanguard? Because it's just easier to record. Oh, geez, okay, another Pied Piper, so that makes 3. Maybe I shouldn't have ordered mine. So, that makes me happy, because of the one I ordered. That makes like 6 of them, I think, now. Not that I'm complaining, because it's a fantastic card. I mean, it is really, really good. If anyone out there played Kaijito, it is Lyra and Rizalka in one. It just keeps their board locked down, which is nice. Alright, another Tinkerbell. That makes 2, so that's good. The only reason it's good right now is because it can get ridiculously big for what? For 1 mana. Like, that's efficiency there. And most of the rush decks run a bunch of 1-drop fairy tales. And she just explodes in that deck. Oh, wow. Okay, so that makes 3 of him. Another Law of Silence. That's easy to pull, surprisingly. I'm not complaining because Law of Silence is a card I was worried that we wouldn't see enough of. But that's almost a playset or a playset now. I don't know. I haven't been keeping track. I'm just cracking packs and chatting, and hopefully you folks are okay with that. I mean, like I said, I apologize that this is going to be such a long video. This is the first box opening of Force of Will, so, I mean, please bear with me. Okay, we have Juliet the Hope. I know a lot of folks after her. It's a super rare. Like I said, you get like 10 super rares in a box, so... And another Thunder. Sweet. Yeah, you've been thunderstruck. Ha ha ha. Anyway, very good card. So, nice pack overall. I mean, I'm happy with it. I'm not really into using Juliet the Hope and Romeo the Despair. That's not my cup of tea. I'm more of a blue, red, white kind of player. So, if anyone knows that from Magic, I'm more of a Jeskai player. Because the red gives you the aggression and the blue-white gives you a defensive strategy that I find appealing. And the red gives you a way to win. Another Pied Piper, so that makes 4 maybe? Maybe I did pull a playset in a box? Cool. Alright. Not going to complain at all. I would take extra Pied Pipers because I think the card is insane. It could be wrong, but I think it's insane. Like, it's really, really good. Okay, Stubborn Pack. There we go. And another Castle. I don't know if that's any good or not. I haven't read that card. Because I haven't paid attention too much to the Darkness cards. It's not my forte. Blue, red, those are more my style. My speed. And white, if the white cards have good abilities. Like Telefairy Tale as an obvious good ability. So. Oh, nice. Okay. Camilla, Queen of Vampires. This is really good for super rare. I know lots of folks that'll be after that. And another Bloody Moon. Bloody Moon makes me happy. Just in case I decide to put mono red werewolves together. So yes, no, they're super rare. Really, really good. If you want to pause there and read that text, go for it. I don't believe you can get full arts in the English editions of packs. If you can, they're extremely rare. But full arts are the money cards in this set, but it's not like they just splash them. And I think right now the only full arts you can get are Magic Stones. So, oh cool, 7 Dwarfs. So, that might be an important card. I don't think we pulled any of it. And another Telefairy Tale. So, that seems like it's really easy to get. Which is not a bad thing because the card's super strong. I mean, it seems weird opening these, but it's almost like, for all the folks way back at Magic, this is like opening kind of the Alpha series from Magic. So, it's a pretty cool feeling. Because a lot of these cards are just obviously meant to be powerful. Another Pied Piper, that definitely makes a playset. Okay. Not that I'm complaining, because like I said, I love that card. If there's a card that represents me in the game, think of Pied Piper. And my box is definitely accommodating for that. So I just need to pull like 2 more Thunder and we'll be good. Alrighty. See what we get here. Okay, so we got a super rare in Deep Ones and another Demon Castle. Deep Ones is interesting. It gets plus 200 for each Resonator in your graveyard, and it is Cthulhu in case there's any Lovecraft fans out there. Geez, we're almost at a half hour, but the good news is we only have 5 packs, including the one in my hand left. So, thank you for staying here so far. If you've been with me, I appreciate it. I hope you folks check out Force of Will. That's mostly why I'm doing this, so you can kind of get a feel for the artwork and the look of the game. Okay, so we got Hansel, which is a super rare. That makes 2 so far. And Commander of Wolves for a rare. So I'm not going to complain about that pack, because this one's interesting. I know a few people after it. And this is like our 4th one, not from the box though. Like, it's our 3rd one, I believe, from the box, unless we did pull 4. So it makes mono red wolves easier to build. And we did get the resonator just for that deck from the roller just from that deck in our pack, or in our box. So, I mean, it was in a pack, but from our box, I mean. Evil Snowman. Okay, and then we have another white-black stone, so that's really good. And then we have Inquisition, which we haven't pulled yet. So it deals with Jeanne d'Arc and Nameless Girl. So there's a strategy for that, I'm sure. Alright, that pack popped open quite easily, which makes me happy when they do that. Whoa, now the camera doesn't want to focus. That's weird. Okay, and we got a Were-Rabbit, so that's pretty good. It has flying, and then when it enters, it bounces a creature for 4 mana, so that's not too bad. A green Magic Stone and Teferi Tau. Teferi Tau is infinitely easy to get. Explains why people have playsets of them already. And surplus. Like, I traded for a playset, and it just seems like it is one of the easiest rares to pull. Which seems absurd to me because it's such a good rare. Okay, we have Cinderella the Ashen Maiden for a super rare. I know a lot of folks after this. And another Pied Piper. Okay, so Pied Piper is really easy to get, or it just likes me. I don't know if other folks have pulled this many Pied Pipers, but I'm going to do a count here soon. And then Cinderella looks really awesome, I have to say. That artwork is pretty balling. And our last pack. Let's see, can we get a gold pack? Or God pack? Can we get something big, or are we just going to end on a rare? Thank you so much for sticking through this video. It's already over a half hour. Thank you if you've been loyal to me and you've been here and everything else. I sincerely appreciate it. Oh, not a God pack, but we will see what we end with here. Okay, we end with a Hansel, a Firestone, and Light Palace of the King's Castle. So we do end up with a super rare. Alright folks, thank you for checking out this video. I hope you enjoyed your time here with me. I hope I wasn't too boring. I hope you like the idea of Force of Will. I hope you like the idea of a new card game coming out like I do. It makes me really happy because all the card games out now, besides like Vanguard and kind of Buddy Fight, have been okay. I mean, I wanted something new to play since Kaijudo died, and I'm getting that through Force of Will. And hopefully there are other folks out there like me who were kind of tired of the same old, and they want to branch into something new, and hopefully you pick this game up. Because this game's going to live this game will live if more folks invest in it, is what I'm trying to say. And if you invest in it, it will have long-term playability. One of the biggest ways a card game dies is that folks don't invest in it. They just turn their head, they turn their nose, and they go, no, I mean, somebody else can do it. If you folks want a new game and you want it to live, please invest. And please check out thegamecapital.com. Jeff will hook you up. So I'm sure. I mean, he's already gotten cases and stuff of this game, so he seems to be able to get it pretty readily compared to other places that I've noted. Sorry, I wanted to see how many Pied Pipers that I got in a box for everybody, so that's what I'm doing, if anyone's wondering why I'm scrambling. Just because I'm curious. Oh, alright, card. Okay, so I don't know if anyone else has had this happen to them, but it seems like I can pull 6 in a box for a rare. Alright, well anyway YouTube, thank you for checking out this box opening. Stay tuned for the next one, and peace guys. Later.